Reddit and OSRS. It's a deadly combination. Where else are you gonna find such a high concentration of genius-level IQs? Only the greatest of all time can shine on both platforms simultaneously. Luckily for you, I'm here to show you how to dominate the OSRS subreddit and then bring your newfound Reddit mentality into the game. Let's talk about lingo. Currently, normal people do not find you insufferable to be around. This needs to change immediately. You're not here to be normal. So with that being said, here are some pre-approved terms that you're going to want to use as much as humanly possible. Some standouts are y'all, yikes, oof, sir this is a Wendy's, make it make sense, updoot, the list goes on. And of course you don't want to just use these terms on Reddit, you also want to use them in-game, and ideally in real life as well. Now that you've got the lingo down, let's talk about r/2007scape specifically. This is not a place for amateurs. Make one wrong move and you'll be shadow banned. You need the approval of others, that's what all of this is about. Your top priorities when posting here should be A. Hating PKers, B. Having a sub 1400 total level, and C. Making posts about humble achievements. Think getting your first fire cape after 20 years, finally hitting level 30 runecraft, this kind of thing. It's important to be well liked, and of course well liked is a relative term. So how can you increase your success with this? You guessed it. Downvote literally every post. Wake up and immediately start scrolling through the OSRS subreddit, downvoting every single thing in sight for 2 hours on multiple accounts preferably. This is your new morning routine now. Get used to it. You want to act as an invisible brick wall for all posts. Try to catch them early and barrage them with downvotes and rude comments before they pick up steam. Now you may be thinking, 2 hours of downvoting? That's not nearly enough time. Well, luckily for you, I can help with that. Guys, today's video is sponsored by Downvoter Pro, the premier freemium software for upping your Reddit game and becoming one of the greats. Downvoter Pro will create Reddit accounts for you and downvote up to 5,000 posts a day on any given subreddit, as well as make posts on your behalf when you have to be away from the internet. There are over 15 different subscription tiers that you can choose from. Check out the Platinum tier for access to over 1,000 never-before-seen Reddit posts written by actual Redditors that you can pass off as your own. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for Downvoter Pro today and become one of the greatest downvoters of all time. Now let's talk about posts that have a lot of upvotes. Of course, if a post has already gained traction, then you're going to follow the herd and leave a wholesome comment to farm karma. That is after downvoting it because no one will know that was you anyway. As you establish yourself as a pillar of the r/2007scape community, of course you're going to want to put your newfound skills to the test in-game. Everything that you do in-game from this point onwards should be done through the lens of making it into a future Reddit post. Go into the wilderness and wait for PKers to show up and try to bait them into being toxic towards you. If no one shows up, log into an alt, PK yourself, talk some trash, get a screenshot, and then post that shit. Upvotes will soon follow. Beyond this, you'll be doing a lot of bank standing, and farming wholesome interactions. This is where you'll be walking up to random bystanders all over RuneScape and acting like a Redditor towards them in search of other fellow Redditors. If you can have a wholesome interaction in a unique location, guess what? That's bonus points. Don't be afraid to become extremely agitated and rude towards people that aren't acting the way you want them to. This isn't about them after all. If they decide to be selfish pricks and not give you a good reaction, then they don't deserve your respect, and you are no longer liable to treat them with basic human decency. If they're toxic towards you, be toxic back and take multiple screenshots out of context to make it look like they randomly started flaming you. Guess what? That's still content and it's still upvotes. Potentially. If you start getting downvotes, just delete the post and start from scratch. Of course, some people may view these strategies as dishonest and petty. They might ask, shouldn't you show respect for your fellow OSRS players? And my answer is yes. Yes and no. You see, some players might say they know what they want, but you know what they need. And what they need is to do as they're told, so you can post your interaction on Reddit and get upvotes. You might wonder how you're actually going to have time to play the game between spending hours a day posting on Reddit and staging fake fake scenarios in-game, but that's the beautiful thing about all of this. You won't actually be playing the game. Like, literally at all. You put in the work to get a 1348 total level. Why play through old content that you've never done when you can spend hours on Reddit pitching ideas for new content that you'll also never do? Playing the game is going to give you XP, but you've discovered a better kind of internet points now. You've discovered the magic of karma, so log off the game right now and start posting on Reddit.